Jamaica is one of the most beautiful islands in the Caribbean. In Jamaica, St. Elizabeth, the parish said to be the breadbasket of Jamaica, has many heritage sites. Here are 5 heritage sites you must visit in St. Elizabeth, Jamaica.
Come and chat with Tania.
Like, share, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. Number 1. Bamboo Avenue. Bamboo Avenue is located on the main South Coast Highway between Middle Quarters and Lacovia in the parish of St. Elizabeth. The avenue was planted out with Bambusa vulgaris, a species of bamboo which was the largest variety introduced in Jamaica. The avenue is approximately 2.5 miles long, with the tall bamboo forming a canopy over it. Number 2 is Lover's Leap. The area consists of a cliff with a drop of approximately 1,600 feet. The legend associated with the site is that during the days of enslavement, 2 young lovers used to meet secretly on the adjoining Yardley Chase plantation. The owner wanted the female for himself and arranged to have her lover sold. Not wanting to be separated, the 2 hand in hand plunged to their death. The third place to visit is Accompong. This village, located in St. Elizabeth, is named after its founder Accompong, brother of Kwayo, Kofi, Kojo, and Nani, the leader and founder of Nani Town. They were well-trained warriors from the Ashanti area of West Africa. The town was founded in 1739 when land was given to the Maroons as part of a peace treaty with the British. Traditional ceremonies are held here on 6th January annually to commemorate the signing of the peace treaty and the establishment of the town. The Maroons were the first group of blacks to fight for and gain their freedom. Number 4. Munro College. On the 30th October 1834, an act for the sale of the real estate of Robert Hugh Munro and Caleb Dickinson was read and passed on November 6. By this act, the trustees were given power of sale of the real estate and slaves of Robert Hugh Munro and Caleb Dickinson for investing the funds and applying the same to the purposes of their wills and for no other purpose. The trustees were appointed to select a convenient and healthy site or sites within the former limits of St. Elizabeth for erection of a school or several schools for poor boys, and a school or several schools for poor girls, and for an almshouse. In 1856, a free school for boys was opened near Black River, and early in 1857, the premises of Post Dam in Santa Cruz Mountains were purchased and the school removed there. The girls' school was first opened at Mount Zion in 1874, and on the 1st January 1885 was removed to Malvern House and then to Hampton. Munro College is an imposing school situated predominantly on a hill in Post Dam, contributing significantly to the character of the area. Now let us look at Hampton School. Hampton School, like Munro College, has its origins in the Munro and Dickinson's Trust. Robert Hugh Munro, in his will dated January 21, 1797, bequeathed a part of his estate to his nephew Caleb Dickinson and the church wardens of St. Elizabeth to set up a school in the parish for the education of as many poor children as the funds was able to provide for and maintain. Dickinson improved the property of Munro so that when Dickinson died in 1821, he was far wealthier than his uncle had been. In his will, Dickinson desired that his trustees carry out the wishes of his uncle to educate the poor. For several years, nothing was done about carrying out the wishes of Dickinson. It was not until 1855 that a fraction of the original bequest was rescued and Act 18, Victoria Chapter 53 was passed. By this act, the custodes and rectors of St. Elizabeth and Manchester, the members of Assembly for St. Elizabeth and 5 others became the governors of trustees of Munro and Dickinson's Free School and Charity. In 1856, the trustees opened a free school for boys, which later became known as Munro College. In 1858, a school for girls was started at Postdam on the same property as the boys' school. This location was found unsatisfactory, and the girls' school was then for a short time at Torrington, then was moved to Mount Zion, now called Sterling. By December 1884, there were fewer than 12 girls at the school. Today, Hampton School continues to be committed to producing young ladies who are optimally rounded. Approximately 950 students are on roll and about 1/3 of the student population board. Thank you for watching Chat Jamaican. Ensure you visit all these heritage sites in St. Elizabeth, Jamaica: Bamboo Avenue, Lover's Leap, Accompong, Munro College and Hampton School. Thanks for watching. Little more.